I'm sure we've all heard and experienced the term fine print. No one likes to be caught unawares or offside. So, it's our job to make sure that this is actually communicated well to the clients and that they are informed when making decisions to enter into contracts.
99 FM, your inspiration station. This is Script in the Afternoon. If you are just joining me, as promised, it is time for that chat about treating customers fairly. And it's a very important conversation to have. It's important to, understand the importance of fair treatment culture. And it's important for the public to just know the principles of treating customers fairly and fostering a better understanding amongst the consumers about their rights and the responsibilities as well of financial institutions. And the very special guest we have in the building is the Vice Chairperson of the Market Conduct Committee of NaSIA and Client Director at 91, the Namibian office. I'm very, very pleased to welcome Omri Olivier. Welcome to 99 FM.
Good afternoon to you and the listeners.
You manage all aspects of multiple complex, client relationships. So I'm very, very happy to have this conversation with you. Let's dive into something that might be very important to the listeners out there and just consumers in general. The Financial Institutions and Markets Act, FIMA. And just tell me about what it is and how the treating customers fairly principles come about from that.
So the Financial Institutions and Markets Act, known as FIMA, was enacted in 2021. It provides a comprehensive framework for regulating financial institutions and intermediaries in Namibia. The TCF principles were introduced under FIMA to ensure that all financial services and products are designed and distributed with the consumers' fair treatment as a central priority. Fun fact is, before this, it was never really written down in any regulation, so it was up to the institutions to sort of take care of the best interest of its customers and clients, and that experience could vary vastly between financial institutions. So it's good that this is now on black and white, and we need to toe the line.
And a nice blanket one for everybody.
Correct.
So what does a fair treatment culture within financial institutions look like now that there is that blanket?
So a fair treatment culture means that treating customers fairly is embedded in the daily activities and corporate values of financial institutions, with senior management playing a crucial role in fostering this culture.
And in terms of promoting that culture, fair treatment culture, how does it, benefit the consumers?
So it obviously creates trust. So promoting a fair treatment culture benefits consumers by ensuring that they are treated with honesty, first of all, transparency and respect, which leads to better customer service and enhanced trust in the financial service sector. I think we're just trying to make customers feel comfortable in dealing with financial institutions on any level.
You used a very important word there, which is transparency, which obviously brings clarity and ultimately brings that trust into play. How do financial institutions ensure that the information that is provided is clear and understandable, especially for people who might not be as financially savvy and understand the lingo, if you will?
That's true. So, transparency is crucial as it ensures consumers fully understand the terms, the conditions, and the true cost of financial products, helping them to make informed decisions. I'm sure we've all heard and experienced the term fine print. No one likes to be caught unawares or offside. So, it's our job to make sure that this is actually communicated well to the clients and that they are informed when making decisions to enter into contracts of any nature.
And what type of information, just for someone who might be entering, who might be sitting with a conundrum, they're sitting with maybe, they're told to read the fine print and, going through contracts, and it is tedious, it is taxing in many ways. What type of information should consumers expect to receive from these financial institutions about financial products?
So the one thing is we can't get away from paperwork. It's going to be something we're going to have to go through on both parties. That's how you enter into a contract. But one thing that we can try to do is ensure that when we present information, that it's simple, it's clear language and format. We avoid technical jargon. Every industry has got its own jargon. But we need to ensure that all important details are disclosed upfront.
And in terms of getting into, post-sale the barriers and the complaints when it's all said and done and they come back and we have to reopen these chats again? What are some of the common or most common post-sale barriers that consumers might face?
These, I think, if I have to apply my mind, I think that common barriers would, accessing your services and getting product support or resolving disputes and claims post-sales is very important. So this is what this is something that customers might face post a sale agreement, and I think it's something that we need to make to ease post the sale agreement.
And in terms of just easing that, how should financial institutions, aim to handle complaints effectively?
So I think it should be communicated first of all in the product, brochures. It should have clear, accessible complaint procedures, and we should obviously respond promptly and fairly to issues that are raised by consumers.
And what steps then from the consumer side, what steps should a consumer take if they do encounter these obstacles in addressing a service or product issue?
It's very important for consumers to document their interactions where they can. They should also follow the institution's complaint process, and if necessary, when all issues are not resolved, they should feel free to contact the financial regulator for further assistance, who is NaSIA, who governs our industry.
100%, and it's one of those, we don't like to deal with it, but just as you say, it's not going away. It's an important part of every aspect of business and life in general. So I'm very glad that you just came through and just to shed some light on the treatment, or the importance rather of fair treatment, and how consumers do also have a part to play in understanding a lot more about where they play and the role that they play as well. So this is very important. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us. And as I said, you manage all aspects of multiple very complex client relationships, and it's good to have you in the building. Thank you so much.
Pleasure being.
If you are listening and wondering who I have in studio, that was Omri Olivier, Vice Chairperson of the Market Conduct Committee from NaSIA, and also Client Director at 91, the Namibian office. Treating customers fairly, the importance of fair treatment culture.